The good thing about buying here is, you know, they're going to your state and figuring out, okay, what, you know, they're building it to code. I don't have to worry about when I go back. I know this is going to pass inspection. My name's Tim Smith. I'm with Clam Jam Boil and Barbecue.
So are the crabs, are they going to be as happy when you boil them?
Oh, yes. They love it. Look, see how happy they are. We started out catering, wanting to do just barbecue, and we were in North Carolina and a company was doing seafood, and we figured it'd be great to incorporate the two, and we wanted a logo to kind of put together everything that we wanted to do. We worked with a great designer. We had 100 changes for the guy, and he just a true gentleman, very easygoing to work with.
I like it.
I love it. We wanted the mix. We try to do a lot of seafood, so we wanted that feel more than just the barbecue. Our specialties probably pulled pork, bourbon chicken, everything's homemade from our sauces up, and you know, we really enjoy it.
In general, was One Fat Frog good to work with? Did you work with?
They were great, yes. Tony was awesome keeping us updated with everything, and no surprises at all with it, and pleasant to work with. And the whole crew here so far has been great. With the food trucks, it's important to talk to people. I mean, we were sold on this because of another customers that bought here from other customers, like Sexy Wings and things. The ladies that work there, I mean, that poor girl answered 100 questions for us. She took the time, which she didn't have to do. Having somebody comfortable with their purchase made it a little easier for us to decide this is the company to go through.